Hey guys,
Hey.
welcome back to Let's Talk. It's another week. Gonna be getting down into the talking. If you're new, if you just come across this video, welcome. Please stick around, stick to the end, check out our playlist, Let's Talk playlist. If you're a returning subscriber, hey.
If you're part of the Let's Talk clan,
Yeah, don't forget to comment. Let us know what you guys think of what we're saying. If you agree, if you disagree, no
Also
matter what it is,
mm-hmm.
just let us know. Because obviously it's about talking. Let us know what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So this week we're going to be diving a bit. Obviously, last time we looked at parenting and technology. This week we're going to be diving a bit deeper on the challenges and the attitude that comes with it.
Parenting. So we're looking at parenting and the challenges it brings.
Yeah.
Yes.
So obviously we've got our kids. We've got 11, soon to be 10, 6, and almost 2,
and
1.5 really.
And guys, you know we get the terrible twos coming in. Terrible ones. Yeah, we got those coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So we can kind of like talk to you guys. We're going to talk from below going up in age. So with our almost 2-year-old, I find the challenges with her is she's very headstrong. So she wants to do her own thing. And it's hard to really scold her or tell her off because we got to understand she's a baby and she doesn't quite know what she's doing yet. But then
every one of them go through that stage, you see. So you have to remember, every child goes to us. When they call it terrible twos?
Yeah, they call it terrible twos, but I feel like it starts from 1 nowadays. Yeah.
Starts a bit earlier, 2022.
Earlier. Yeah, definitely.
COVID baby.
She was a COVID baby. Yes.
Yeah, but you have to remember, obviously, every one of them have stages, and you got to recognize the stages.
And how to cope with them as well. It really is challenging coping with a toddler because you don't want to. Yeah, and she's very strong-headed. You don't want to tell them off because you think, okay, you're a baby, you don't quite get it yet. But then you also do want to keep them in line with discipline so that they don't grow with no discipline. So that in itself is a challenge. Can you guys comment down below how you guys have dealt with the terrible twos, as they call it, or your toddler with their headstrong no, and they tell you no,
or mine,
push, they'll push you, like throw themselves on the floor.
Are you thinking, just look at something and push you over, you falling, just mind yourself.
Literally. So let us know, guys, how you guys have coped with that area of parenting,
that stage
of the child's age group.
That stage, you know, like sometimes you have them days when you want to feed her. Obviously, we got a girl. We want to feed her, but she wants to feed herself. You know them days when you don't want to clean up the mess and stuff like that.
She'll go mad.
Oh my God!
Like my way or no one, I ain't eating it.
And you don't want to eat it, or do something silly that makes the food drop on your hand.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it's literally like, okay, I gotta remember.
Are you thinking?
You're a baby.
God, give me strength.
And then sometimes you look at them and you're like, oh. Yeah, even when they're being cheeky or like, no. But yeah. So then we're going to move up on to our 6-year-old.
Oh boy.
And we both looked at each other at that point. Like, our 6-year-old, the challenges we have with her, I feel like it's still tantrums. Like, from two till now, we're still having this tantrum thing. And this is why I'm saying from the little like toddler, we need to kind of nip it in the bud, because I feel like with our 6-year-old, she still screams the house down when she doesn't get her way. And it's for hours at times, because at this point in time, we just ignore her.
Yeah, it can come to the point where, you know, she have a time of screaming, say, but okay, that's her time to scream.
It's her time to let it scream. Sometimes I come from work and I want to scream, but you got to see it like that. Like, we'll get home from the school run and she'll just walk in, take off her coat and start screaming. Like, what?
Just start crying for the serious thing.
No reason.
And when you ask her what's the problem, there's no communication.
There's no communication. For hours. hours. I can't.
He like, tell me what's wrong.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And it's
And that gets you frustrated, you know.
So,
when you
so
try
much.
to figure out what's wrong,
What's wrong? I'm
so
asking
she
you,
can stop
what's the
crying.
matter? What can I do to help you? And there's nothing, no response.
No words.
No words. Just until you have to leave. And then, do you know what really gets me? She will then, after these hours of this tormenting noise, she'll then come and be like, Mummy, oh, I like that. Was you not just crying? Like, how can you just go to normal all of a sudden?
Short-term memory.
Aye.
See, that's the thing. You have to be like a child. When in arguments, you be like a child. You don't remember it. You forget about it.
Literally.
So that's
she just forgets, and that's it.
She forgets.
She moves on from it, and this is why we ignore it, because it's just like, okay, if I get myself worked up and angry
for no reason,
and then you just forget,
like nothing happened.
Like nothing happened. So I have to be like to myself, okay, is she okay? Sometimes you have to feel like, are you okay?
Like, is there something loose?
Is there a screw loose? No, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know how to cope with that, because I feel like we didn't have that with the other two.
No.
And that's another thing with parenting. You go into it expecting all your children to follow a line.
Nah, doesn't work
you're
like
all
that.
parenting, and it just does not work like that. Every single one of them is different.
Yeah, they have different characters.
Yeah, and different ways of responding to you.
And different type of eating. Oh my god.
Oh,
It's
it's a lot.
When they were younger, it was easier to feed them.
Oh yeah, they
now that they're growing,
I don't like this. I don't like that.
They liked it last week, but this week they don't like it.
Yeah. That's a very popular thing in our house.
I'm sure we're the only one going through that.
It's a trend in our house. It really is.
I don't like that.
Let me know if you lot are going through that as well, where, I don't eat that. And I'm like, but you had it last week. And they're like, no, I didn't really. I did, yeah, but I didn't like it. No, I didn't want that. And you're like, but I specifically cooked this because I knew that you ate it.
Because last week you ate it. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm doing a good deed. I'm cooking it again to be enjoying it. You're going to be screwing up, making up your face. Or they do this, you know, when they take time and like play around with the food. And you're like, what's wrong? I don't really like this. It's like, you better eat it, huh?
The Jamaican parent has to come out, because these English parent vibes is just not working for us.
But even then, it doesn't work.
No.
Because you're just going to be railing up yourself and they're literally not going to eat it.
You get ridiculed.
They're not going to eat it.
There's no point.
Remember Rhea? When she used to not eat certain things, we used to be like, you're going to eat it.
Oh my God. She used to
store food in her mouth for an hour.
And then until she
vomits.
Yeah, she would hold it there.
So we realize, if they're not going to eat it, they're not going to eat it.
Just leave it.
There's no point standing over them or feeding them like,
you can't leave the table so you eat. Yeah, I've had friends recommend that. No, it doesn't work.
Nah.
They'll just sit there and...
Well, we just be working up ourselves as we realize.
And to be honest, it's not worth the stress. I don't want stress
in my
life. I don't want stress. So if you don't like it, that's okay. You're okay. It's your taste buds. If you don't like it, that's fine.
Yeah, if you don't like it, that's fine.
Get something from
we know we provided the food.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't want it. That's fine.
That's okay. Go and find something else. But I'm not going to be finding.
Yeah, we're not going to be here fighting, tug of war. No, we're not going to do that. No. We've done it. We realize it doesn't work, and experience teaches you knowledge.
Yeah,
that we've learned.
Definitely.
Instead of sitting there beating up our chest, you're gonna eat this tonight before you go to bed.
Yeah.
Nah. I want to go to bed in peace, mate.
Mm-hmm. And then we're going to move on to the next age group, which we've got our 9-year-old, who is soon to be 10 next month.
Very.
Now, we have a different kind of set of challenges with the 9-year-old, and that's because, there's different types of things that children go through, i.e. what we mentioned last time. You've got things like ADHD, you've got autism, you've got... learning difficulties, all those kind of things. And at the moment, our daughter is actually going through her assessment for autism. Now, she's such a smart child. Like, she is the smartest. You would not know that she potentially is autistic at all. You wouldn't have a clue unless you live with her. So she does strange little things, and she's very particular about things. Sometimes she's quiet, sometimes she's not. But the challenges we have with her is her mindset, she's very headstrong, and is really challenging. And before I even knew of any kind of diagnosis, I would get myself really frustrated with things that she does. But now, understanding that, I'm now coming to learn her behaviours. So the challenges, they're still very challenging, trust me, because you're still thinking, but you are so sensible, I know you know what you're doing. But then you also have to think, but your brain doesn't work the way mine does. So guys, comment down below if you guys have anything similar in your household, and just let us know how you cope with certain challenges in that department.
Apart from that, she's a
good
I
girl.
can't find her eating is really hard.
Yeah.
Because she's the one that sometimes she'll eat something and then next time she doesn't eat it.
Yeah.
And sometimes she'll eat rice and then next week she doesn't eat rice.
She has actually taken, guys, to not eating milk, dairy products at all.
Yeah,
she's not allergic
milk,
to them.
she doesn't have
but
yogurt.
She just doesn't eat them. No milk, no yogurt.
So it's really hard
nothing.
to give her breakfast.
No ice cream. She has nothing dairy.
It's not like we said you can't have it.
No, she's not allergic to it or anything. It's just her personal choice. She doesn't want this.
She's very hard to feed.
But she eats cheese.
In the mornings, that the other girl would have their cereal. She would just have a brioche.
Yeah, she wants brioche or croissant or pan of chocolate. She'll have or dry cereal.
Yeah.
With no milk. So
that's the challenge we have her.
strange.
She's very strong-headed.
She very
because it's winter now. And when we go into school, she doesn't want to zip up her jacket.
Guys, she hid her coat for about a week. She didn't. I said to her to wear her coat one day. She didn't want to, and then that day it never came back home. I made her wear the coat because it's cold outside, and that day the coat never came back home, and it didn't come home for about a week. I had to say to her, okay, since the coat has not come back home, what did I say that she was using?
You said you was going to go down to the school and go and ask them.
And ask the school.
And the afternoon
and
school
that same afternoon, the coat came home.
The jacket's on her.
Yeah. It was actually like, oh, hell no. You're not coming to my school to embarrass me. Guys, she said, oh, don't worry. I said, no problem. I will go in there. I said, exactly like I'm saying it now. I said, no problem. I will go in there and I will ask your teachers for the coat.
It's like she has good memory. Like if you tell her, okay, when you come from school, you get your pajamas on.
Routine.
Yeah, when it comes on to routine,
she's obsessed.
She sticks to the routine.
Yeah.
And if it changes, she doesn't know what to do.
She gets really upset.
She gets confused of what to do.
Yeah.
So if you say, obviously, one day she'll come in and be like, okay, put something else on. She's like, but you said I should put this on.
Yeah. You said I must wear my pajamas when
and she'll get very upset about it.
Yeah.
No, but you said I should put this on, and now you're telling me to put this on.
Yeah.
And you could be like, yeah, but we're going out.
Yeah,
but you said.
Or you can say, yeah, but when I said to you to wear this again, I meant when it wasn't dirty, so now it needs to be washed. And she'll be like, no.
You said.
No, this is what I'm wearing.
Yeah, this is what you said to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you tell her to do something,
at least we know if we tell her, Reve, you are to be home at this time, we know she's going to be home. That child, she'll be that one where the others are trying to go missing and she'll be like, no, mom and dad said.
It's like now they walk to the car after school and if they're walking slow, she's gone, left them.
Yeah, she's not waiting.
They'll be like, Mommy, Reve run off.
She left me. She texts me, she's like, Mommy, she left me. But
yeah, she's not hanging around.
Yeah. She knows that I got to meet my mum at this point and this time. So if you're taking long, she's leaving you. Mm-hmm. I love that about her though. But yeah, so that's
the challenge with her.
And then moving on upwards to the preteen, who is she's 11. She just turned 11. I forgot. Her birthday was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so she's 11. My challenge with her is emotions. She is definitely going through puberty because her emotions are high. Wild. They're so high. And it's kind of hard to cope with because you could just say boo and she's crying. I'm just like, why are you crying?
You told me off.
yeah. You said a horrible thing to me. And I'm just like, huh? What do you mean? I just said that you didn't tidy your room and it's disgusting. Yes, that's a horrible thing. And I'm like, well, clean your room then.
The other thing is like, she likes to explain herself.
Oh, too much.
And there are times when you really don't need an explanation.
Mm.
You just need what you said to be done.
Mm-hmm. So,
but she wants to explain.
yeah.
And if you say, okay, no need to explain,
just do it now. Yeah.
She will go on to explain and you'll be like, but I just said, you don't need to talk.
Basically, shush.
Shush it. Then just carry on doing.
Just keeps going.
Are you thinking, but I just said to shut up?
Literally, I cannot. It's just like, did I just say to stop talking? You're still talking. And this is why you'll get yourself in trouble because you're still talking.
I always say to her,
shush. She's like, I'm always getting in trouble.
Here and there.
Shush.
That's just me. I may never say nothing. I may never hear nothing. I'm trying to let her know that sometimes you need to see and be quiet. Because if your mouth sometimes will get you in trouble unnecessarily.
Yeah, she's very into people's business. So how do I put it? Like, for example, if two people were fighting, she'd be that one to say, I saw
what
this,
happened.
This. Or, not even I saw, so she didn't see. She'll say, I think it was this one. No, you can't do that because you have no evidence. You can't be doing that because you can get somebody into trouble where you didn't even see and you're getting yourself involved. So we always say to her, don't get yourself involved if it didn't involve you.
Mm-hmm.
Please, because you could go saying, I think that one is the culprit. When she said that person wasn't the culprit, and then what's going to happen? You can get yourself in trouble, we'll beat up.
That's what I keep trying to instill to her. Sometimes I say to her, okay, Raya, you don't need to speak. You just carry on. Or if somebody upset you, okay, all right, then. We're in the now. Let's forget about that. Oh.
Like, she holds on to things. Like, you could say to her an hour ago something, and she's still holding on an hour later. And I'm just like, it's not that deep. You don't have to cry.
Well, this is where you need to remember these are stages.
Yeah, and I'm literally seeing them all
every
play out.
child go through.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to know how to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
You can either rail up or you can
I'm not going to
understand.
I can't be that parent where I'm going to rail up with her. And to be honest with you guys, I'm going to be very, very honest. I was that sensitive child. I really was. Like, my mum would be like, why didn't you do this? And I'd be like, because. And she'd be like, why are you crying? So I actually understand it.
It's in the gene.
It's frustrating.
Sometimes you have to look back.
But I understand it. You have to literally check yourself sometimes. And then that's why sometimes when she's acting like that, I don't really get too on her. Because I'm just like, okay, this is my fault. I am this.
It's not even your fault. It's in the gene.
It's in the gene.
Sometimes you have to go back and ask family members, were you, okay, who was like this? Sometimes you figure out, okay, it's actually in the family gene. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So you can't get upset.
I was so sensitive. Like, there was no reason for it. I don't even know why I was so sensitive, but there was just no reason for it.
And the other thing, obviously, when one parent is telling them off, we don't jump in, even if we think, okay, that was a bit harsh.
I don't jump in, no.
We don't jump in.
If he's disciplining, that's...
Obviously, there are times when you think, you just hold it. Because
what do you mean, with the child or with the parent? You need to
no, obviously when you think, okay, all right. Sometimes you'll be thinking, okay, all right, you don't have to be so harsh.
Yeah, I agree. There are times.
The situation doesn't warrant the shouting.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, there are times. There are times, but he'll take me aside quietly and say to me, I think you didn't need to be so like that. You didn't need to be like that. And I can accept it and I'm like, okay, I hear you.
Even though your blood is boiling, you'll be like, okay, they didn't really warrant that response. Or we have to understand, okay, that's a stage.
Yeah.
And we need to handle it a different way.
And this is why, guys, parenting together is really important. Because
that's why you have to be on one accord.
Sometimes, if you're going to be a certain way, sometimes you don't realise you've been so harsh. So for somebody else to come and tell you, like, that was a bit harsh, like, then you check yourself and, like, you know what that was, and then you know not to do that again. Because the thing is
that obviously you can check yourself.
Yeah.
That's the good thing.
Yeah. You don't want to make the mistake in parenting where you are so hard on your kids that they just turn out feeling unloved or hating you or anything like that.
Just want to move out.
And that's literally not my mission. This is just not my mission for our kids. I want them to feel loved. I want them to feel like they could stay at home for a very long time.
And there are times when you think, okay, when they ask you for a certain thing, and you really want to say no, but you'll be like, okay, go ask them. Ask your mom or ask your dad and see what they say. If you get what I mean? And then you'd be like, okay.
Because then I know if he's in agreement with me or not. So I do that a lot. Like, if they ask me something, I will be thinking, I don't mind, I guess, but let me see what the dad says. If the dad then combines what I said, he says yes or no.
Yeah, we're in agreement.
Then I'm like, okay, he said yes, cool.
It's like the other day, your 6-year-old, Rian. What did you say she couldn't have?
Extra dinner, because she'd already had extras, and then all that was left was my dinner and her dad's dinner.
Obviously, I didn't know nothing about this. So
he didn't know, but she'd already asked me, can I have more? So I said, no, you can't have more of that particular dish. However, you can have more of that dish. So I gave her more of the other dish because we hadn't eaten yet. And then half an hour later, she's in the kitchen asking her dad for the very same thing I said no to. And you was about to say
yeah, because obviously
yes.
I had no knowledge of this.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say yes to her, and then obviously wifey here said I've told her already she can't have, and I'm like, well, mommy said, well, there you go.
Then, that's the answer.
That's the
and
answer.
It's the same thing when they come to me.
I can't
Sometimes they're like, oh, mummy, can I do this or can I do that? Can I go here? And then they've already asked him, and some of him is just like, oh, dad, I did, and he said, and I'm like, well, there you go then. That's the answer. That's the answer. Whatever he said is the answer. That's it. You don't need to double ask parents. If
they will do that.
Said, that's it.
They will do that.
They're going to try it, but we're always
it's human nature,
the
like trying to get ahead. They're good girls.
They are good.
They're good girls.
I have to put my hands up. Yeah.
Everywhere we go,
they'll
be like, oh, your girls are well behaved.
They really are. I can honestly say they really are. Apart from the small little challenges of
that we see,
personality and
because
stuff
not
like
everyone see the challenges that obviously that's just a home thing. But when they go out there, they're good as gold.
They really are. They do me proud. I'm not gonna lie, they are really.
People always like, oh, they're well behaved and stuff like that.
Well spoken, like, and do you know what? To be honest with you, when they speak to us, I feel like they have good manners.
Of course
they really do.
It's not that they don't have
They're like, mummy, may I do this? And mummy, could I do this?
It's just the stages that they go through. Whichever child goes through anyway.
And the thing is, guys, you have to remember yourself as that age.
Like you went through the same thing.
Look back, because sometimes, what Rhea did the other day? Like, we was out and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a milkshake or something another." Now I've said, guys, there's a budget, right? Times are hard. There is a budget, and she's asked for this thing, and then I thought to myself, you know what? Fine. There I have it. Even though I've said to her, you know, good to be a bit more budget forward in things that we do and things that we buy. And I said to her, go ahead, have it. Because the way she asked, the manners, and even I said no at first. I did say no. And her face was kind of like, okay. But you know, like some kids will be like, or like, no, she didn't do all of that. So I was just like, yeah, you can have it. You can have it. You can have that kind of baby. You can have it.
It's a manners take care of the world. Something like that. Not you, but you need passport and money. Manners will carry you a long way. Yeah, right.
Your manners will carry you a long way.
You need money.
Alright, guys, so if you could just write your comments.
Your hair gel?
Oh my god, do you have a challenge? Yes. As they get older and they are girls,
they're going to take your hair gel.
Oh my gosh.
And
could you imagine?
Grease.
I prepare myself to go out, yeah? Yeah, they steal my perfume. They steal my... But to be honest with you, I'm not that mad about it. Because I'm just like, okay, if you want to groom yourself, make yourself look good, then okay, I'm okay with that. I'm all for it. You can look good. So what I did was I went and I bought her own one with her own money. Because she needed to learn. You used out my whole thing that cost me £10 something. She used the whole thing. So when it come time for me to use it, I didn't have none. So as a lesson, I bought back mine with her money, and then I told her, "You've bought back my thing that you used." I'm not rapping. And then I also bought her own tub, and then I said to her, "This is your tub. Don't touch mine.
This is mine.
This is my tub, which you've now replaced, and I'm very happy you've replaced it. Well done, right? However, when yours next runs out, don't dip into mine. You need to now save your money to buy another one."
If she's smart, you scribbled some of mummy's into her tub.
No, but you know what I did? I bought her a different one to my one. So if it takes some of mine, I will know. Hers is a different colour. So if a little bit's in hers, I've got to know. So yeah, that's the other challenge, guys, of them stealing your stuff. I did steal my mum's
teenagers,
stuff.
they're gonna start using mommy's stuff, especially if they're girls.
I did steal my mum's stuff, so again, I can't really
It's
say
not really
much.
stealing, is it? It's obviously taking, but you can't say stealing.
It's stealing. If you take something that does not belong to you without permission, that's stealing.
But it's my mum's stuff, isn't it? So it's not really stealing, is it?
Nah.
Comment down below, guys. Do you think it's stealing? Or it's just taking?
It's stealing.
It's not like the other day
to
when...
be honest with you, the reason why I'll say it's stealing and I want them to learn that it's stealing is because if they then have friends, this time my best friend, so it means that I can take something of theirs, that person might not have wanted you to take that item.
That's
you
different.
can't do it's not different.
This is mommy's stuff.
It's not different.
This is my own house.
It's not different.
It's not like the other day when Rihanna, a 6-year-old, stole my 20 quid.
Yes! Yes, she actually stole £20. And when we was asking where's the £20,
she's like, I don't know.
She looking left and right. But one of her sisters grasped her up.
She's like, yeah, I found it in her purse.
Can you believe £20?
I had coins in there.
Wow.
If she was smart, she would take the coins. She took the £20.
She left the coins behind and she took the £20 note. And didn't even, when we were asking for it, she didn't even say, oh, I took it.
And to be honest, I wasn't angry with her.
So, yeah.
Because I know she's going to a stage where money, because obviously every now and then, I take them to the shop.
Yeah.
So they'll be knowing the value of money now.
Yeah.
So she knows that's bigger than the coins.
Yeah, she knows that with this, I can buy bare things. She knows that she can buy stuff. But then it still doesn't make it right.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't make it right.
But you have to understand it's the stages that they're going through.
Yeah,
obviously,
I understand
as they grow, they learn, and they're going to want. And it's for us to instill into them, obviously, this is what you can and cannot do. And that's what they learn. As I've always said, experience teaches you knowledge.
He is more laid back with the telling off than I am.
Was it yesterday I told him? No, this morning. Was it this morning I told him this?
Yeah.
And Rhea was like, I don't know where she started, but she was like, oh, you're the less, you tell us off less than mommy. And I'm like, why would you say that? She's like, yeah, because you don't tell us off as much as mommy does. I don't know where they started the conversation because I was just walking.
But it's true.
And they was like, you don't tell us off as much as mommy does. I was like, what, is it? And she was like, yeah.
It's true.
I was like, okay.
That's the absolute truth, and I can admit that. And that's because, I've got more things to tell them off for. They ain't keeping his hair gel. Yeah? They're not, you get what I mean? They're not going in there fussing with his makeup or his stuff. Then they don't appeal to what he has because he is a man and they are women like me. So we're going to clash more than...
I think if they were boys, me and them would clash more.
Yeah. And then I'd be like, oh, mommy's boys.
Yeah, but because you're girls,
I have to be tough. I have to be tough, guys, because otherwise they're going to become women over me, and that can't happen.
The alpha female.
I'm the head woman.
She's the alpha. And I'm the omega. If that's how it goes.
It doesn't.
No?
No.
Alright, guys.
But yeah, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please give us the suggestions below because, as you guys know, we've got a pre-teen. 2 more years, but to be honest with you,
what would you like us to cover?
Oh yeah, that's something.
What would you like us to cover? Let's see who watches our stuff. What would you like us to cover? Let us know in the comment below. Don't forget to check out May Twain. Yeah, your home is smelling good, guys. You see, I've never been a candle person. Since my wife started making candles, in the mornings when I come down, I'm lighting on candles. I need the house to smell nice. I just come down and get the lighter and I'm lighting. So check out www.may-20.com.
Yeah.
Check it out, guys. And don't forget, comment down below what you think our next topic should be. And stay blessed. God bless you.
Bye.
Bye.